It's the holiday season.
And we're opening up Grandma's recipe box.
And we're making one of the best breads ever.
Oh, and it is just begging for a slathering of butter.
Love it.
Love
I'm
it.
Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My butter me up Loon.
Totally. I'm always buttering you
It's
up.
the holiday season.
It is.
Yay. And
We
so
love it.
We're making Grandma's bread, and I've got to tell you before we get started, I've been making this bread since I was like this tall, and it's so I say this about everything, but this is
It's easy, but
so good. You're not going to believe it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to get started real quick.
You're going to do that
We're going to
first.
cream. Yeah, let me get going on this. We're going to cream some butter. I have got 5.5 tablespoons of butter, and I'm doing this in my stand mixer. You can do this with just a hand mixer as well. And this is 2/3 a cup of sugar, and I'm just going to beat this on high until it gets nice and fluffy.
Yes, okay, so I've got some dry ingredients over here.
So dry.
And this is a 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm gonna add, it's a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and then 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just gonna whisk
Your troubles
them
away.
all together.
I love this bread so much. We have this at Thanksgiving. We have this
During the
at
holidays,
Christmas.
yep.
Christmas. It's just so easy, and it's one of those that
It's perfect for like a brunch. I love it.
It's great for brunch, and you can also. How many times we just go in, we cut ourselves a little slice, we heat it up in the microwave, like Wesley says, slather on some butter. It's just the perfect holiday bread. I love it so much.
All right, how is that?
That looks good. That looks good.
All right.
Now, if you see over here, I've got this. It's just nice and fluffy. You can let that go for a few minutes, but I think we're good. So now I'm going to incorporate those dry ingredients that you did
Yay.
into this.
And so while he's doing that, I'm gonna smash some bananas.
You're smashing bananas.
Yes,
Wasn't that a group?
It's the sister group of Smashing Pumpkins. It's so silly.
Oh, that's silly. I'm making powder over here.
It's snowing.
It is snow. It's how apropos.
So Chris, like Chris said, he's been making this for so long. Actually, I like our entire lives together.
This is called a quick bread, and it's one of those. It's great for beginners because there's no proofing. It's just you're going to see how easy it is,
Yes.
and it really does make the best bread. Okay, so now while you're doing that, it's very powdery, but that's the way it's supposed to be, and we are going to add an egg to that. One thing, every time I used to when I made this, the dough is not real. It's not real liquidy, and it feels like it's not
It's
like
a thick dough.
It
yeah.
is. It feels like it should be more like a batter. But those bananas really soften it up, and you just keep doing this
So good.
until it gets fully incorporated. How you doing
I
over
could just
there?
get a spoon and start eating these.
I know. Okay,
love
they don't
it.
have to.
All right.
It's going to continue to.
There you go.
I mean, look how fast we're doing this. Okay, now we're going to incorporate these
You got it?
bananas in there. I think. If I
Do
can.
you need help? You got it?
No, I'm good. I'm good with my.
Yes,
I
that
know.
looks good.
Okay, now the next couple of ingredients are optional, but I think it adds.
Add them.
Tons of
Add
flavor.
them. I know some people don't like maraschino cherries, but I think they're the bomb in this bread.
And besides being, and you see how now, can you see that?
Yes.
It's more like a batter now. And then besides adding a little sweetness, and added a little sweetness with the cherries, it gives that beautiful red color that is just so beautiful.
And then the nuts. You can't be banana nut bread without the nuts.
I know. It would not be banana. You just said that. Okay, so that was a 1/2 cup of cherries and a 1/2 cup of pecans.
And you just
chopped
do that.
Pecans.
You want them? Yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna spray my pan over here.
Yeah, you can just I think what he was trying to say is you can just fold those in, or if you have your mixer on too high, it may chop those cherries up and give it kind of a red tint.
Perfect.
Look how quickly
All
we're
right.
making bread.
Come on, bring it on over here.
All right, I'm coming. All right, here you.
Look at that.
Okay,
If
you
there
do.
weren't any raw eggs in here, I'd just stick my
I
face
know,
in
I
it.
know. So you guys, I have to tell you a little something. When we're making this today, it's the holiday season, and it also happens to be the Loon's birthday. Happy birthday to Wesley. Happy
Stop
birthday to Wesley.
Stop
Happy
it.
birthday, dear Wesley. We all love you a whole lot.
Oh, come on.
Okay. This is a 5x6 pan that he buttered, and this is
I
one of
sprayed
those.
it. I didn't butter it.
You spray. You can either spray it or butter.
All
And this
right,
goes.
hold on.
These go so quickly, especially when you have guests over during the holidays. So a lot of times I'll double the recipe and make 2 loaves.
Totally.
But it's so easy. You can almost make a loaf every
And
single
so
day.
I just want to even this out.
Yep.
Chris has made this so much that I can actually make it.
It's really simple. Okay, now I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and it's going to bake for about 45 to 50 minutes, and then it's just perfection.
Yes.
The smell, oh my
It
God.
smells so good, y'all. I wish you could smell it.
It smells like Grandma's house on Christmas morning.
Look.
Is that not beautiful? I mean,
That's gorgeous.
I'm amazed that those simple ingredients and that simple preparation yield such a beautiful cake. Put bread, I should say.
I can't.
Look at that.
Oh, that's perfect.
So we're doing the old toothpick test.
I can never have just one piece of this.
I know. That's why I say a lot of times you should consider making 2 loaves. Now, I normally would let this sit here for about 5 minutes before, and I'm taking a risk by doing this.
And I'm taking a risk by eating it. So
Here, you lift up that. Take the rack off.
Yes.
And then we'll set it on the rack, and then we're gonna hope that this works. Let's see. Ta-da!
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
That is perfect.
So wonderful.
Is it warm?
It's warm, but I can handle it. Okay. Yay!
Oh,
So
look at that.
We really.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous. So I don't know why we put it on the rack, because we're going to cut it immediately. I can't really cut it on this rack, so
That's okay.
move that rack
Oh,
for
all
me.
right. Got it. All right. Oh,
Okay,
it's
it is
already burning your hand. Oh,
I know.
great.
So
I'm
normally
so excited.
I know. No, please, it's your birthday. You can handle it. So I normally would let this cool, so the loon wouldn't burn himself or me.
Wow.
But
look
it's
at
good.
that.
We got some butter that's going to cool. I'm using my super sharp Japanese chef's knife to cut this, because I want to get a really beautiful.
Because Grandma would do that.
She did. She yielded that thing around like Grandma.
I love it. Oh, Chris, come on, bring me that big old
See
slab
those
right
cherries?
there.
How beautiful that is.
Right there.
Yay!
It is, y'all. Look at the cherries and the nuts in there.
I know.
I love it.
I know.
Here you go. This is for you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna butter it up. I like to use a lot of butter on my bread.
So do I.
Plus, I gotta cool it down.
Cool it down, would you?
Look, y'all. Oh, forget it.
This bread is
more.
definitely, I think, is spectacular served warm.
Okay.
So,
All right.
shall we go in?
I'm gonna probably break it first. Oh, wow, look at that.
It's so fluffy,
Yeah.
so moist. It's my favorite. Here we go. It's so heartwarming. It just so.
Oh, and you have to serve it warm.
I
And
know.
it's so good, and that butter. This is 1,000% Loon approved. Oh.
Christmas has come early. I'm telling you guys, you got to make it. It's so easy. Your family will love it. Happy holidays, everybody. We love you.
Love it.